reform and revamp program. Educationally, she has a BL in law from the Nigerian Law School, Lagos campus, and LLM in law from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. And in case you have not seen her before or you have not noticed, she's also very beautiful. So permits me to hand over to Edie. Edie, you have the floor. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Jessica, and thank you. I'd like to welcome you all to, the last class of the conversation. It's a great thing to have, most of us here. Lisa, you're in control. I think you can spotlight my video so I know exactly what I'm seeing, because I can't see anything. Then when Honorable Rekia is talking, you can spotlight her own video. Since we're dual in the class. So I'd like to first say it's been a pleasure having the 19th cohort, doing this for the 19th time. On behalf of my Ogas, who one of them, my madam at the top hat, is presently here. If you can find out more about the Electoral College on www.college or whatever the way they used to say it. Anyway, my madam at the top knows the website. So my madam at the top is here, a member of BOT, Honorable Rekia Olufunke Hassan. She's a student of the college that grew up to become a BOT member, which is, kind of rare in a lot of things. So we're proud of 19 cohorts. We're very proud of you on behalf. I'm sure Barrister Rekia Honorable Rekia will be clear on that too. But first thing I'd like to do is, okay, we have about 75 people in class. I know it's less than 75, about 73, which is shocking. It's poor. So I'm going to do something. Lisa, can we ensure that everybody that is in class is added to attendance points? And that's just my gift to you guys. It's Christmas. My birthday is also coming. So I'm deciding to give 3 points openly. Now, to the topic, which is today a candidate, a 360 perspective. Everything you've learned in this course and everything you've done in this course has led you up to here. You've been taught the local government, you've been taught executive, you've been taught um, local government, executive, legislative. You've been taught some other things that obviously during your campaigns, many of you didn't listen to, because having to go through your presidential debates and gubernatorial debates, I was beginning to wonder what was going on. I would say it's okay. We've tried to impact the kind of knowledge. It's short time, 9 weeks. We've tried to put in quite a lot into you during the time. And in that time, we hope you. So the candidates. It's clear what a candidate is. Everybody knows who a candidate is. You must have won or received a mandate to be able to chase a particular political position or a particular um, office. So we'll move to the introduction. I'd like to start with basic introduction. So I'd like to, could I have the next slide, please? So the introduction is, wow. Hmm. I can't. Okay. So a candidate is someone who's aspiring for an elected office and who has won the ticket of a political party or has an automatic mandate to run in an election. A candidate is on a ballot, and that's key for us to know. A candidate is also a target. So I'll take these points slowly. First and foremost, what we need to realize fully is that a candidate is on the ballot. Now, we've seen this occur on media. We've seen this occur in different places where somebody who he didn't even buy a form is called candidate. And we make all these mistakes. We put them on TV and say former candidate in the election. No. A candidate must have the ticket to run or have the mandate from his party to represent. That on a general ballot. So that's critical to know. And that goes on to say candidates on the ballot. But what's critical is that a candidate is a target. Now you ask me why. Simple. Every other candidate is trying to get at you. Everyone is trying to punch you. Some of you ran for office, even though within electoral college. You want to tell me there were no punch bags? For those that couldn't raise up their hands and said they raised up their hands, that's very uncandidate behavior. Yes, straight bullets to LP. And I learned something from my little cousins, so I'm going to use that word now. So LP alleged that they raised their hands, which they didn't. I was on the Zoom, and the candidates maybe trying to make it feel like the party or candidates in trying to feel like he didn't feel a party told the chairman who had the effrontery, I'm not say uh, the audacity to say the college brought her hand down, which we did nothing of sort. Well, he's been punished for that. So a candidate, of course, like I said, is a target. So of course, if you fail at probably an elections, the candidates blame. Everybody says, okay, if they had given Rikia the ticket, Rikia would have performed better. If they had given Kunle the ticket, Kunle would have performed better. If they had given Lisa or Charlie the ticket, one of them would have performed better. But that's what candidates go through. Most people think um, candidates are superhuman. They're just human like you. They run tight schedules. I'm sure Rikia will put a little brief about her things, at local government level. And, when I remember going to Rekia's office um, while she was serving as chairman in Onibongo LCD, she had graciously allowed her little ED into her office. And, it was interesting. There's so much barrage. They want this, they want that. And it was like, how do you deal with this? Do it. So part of being a candidate is the eventuality that you must plan ahead and also plan in case you lose. Let me have the next slide, please. So, steps to becoming a candidate. First will be you first need to identify the position that is best suited to you based on your policies. In Nigeria, what we normally do is okay, Kunle and Jessica were in cohort 5 now, we're together. Jessica is running for House of Rep. Me too. I'll run for House of Rep. Meanwhile, you never look constitutional. You won't go House of Rep. Anyway, you know what happens. And sometimes we take it that when I say participate in a local government election, no, I'm too big for local government. Have you seen? Ricky, will tell you how much they have under uh, under their allocations, how much they spend. And the usual myth, governor collects everything. People say that. I've not seen a country where people mortgage their responsibilities just because somebody said something. So somebody told you governors take all the money from local government. Hey, that's what governors do. Even when they are giving local governments the money, you'll be arguing, no, no. Are you in the local government? Have you been to the local government? Do you even know the FAC allocation? You don't. But anyway, you need to be able to identify what position is best suited to you. So, would you be suited for a legislative position? Will you be suited for an executive position? Will you, when we do debates, most of the time when you're talking, you hear them speaking from an executive point of view. We love power in this country. And, we have debates here and you're just hearing students of the electoral college. It's a legislative office and I'm going to build school. I'm going to do. Is that what we say you should do? We have accepted in this class that constituency projects are non-constitutional. So why are you not thinking of putting bills forward? Why are you not talking about methods of oversight that could help improve government expenditure or help government accountability? No, you don't want to do that because it's hard. You just rather talk like everybody. I'll go to Onibongo and put AC on the road. Hey, I'll go to Onibongo and nah, slow down now. Do you understand? Slow down. Slow down. Remember somebody who was talking, I had to ask him, I said, it's not an executive position. You need to be able to make clear, concrete conversations. We can't. So then, politics is war. Anybody that tells you politics is not war doesn't like you, doesn't want you to know anything, because it's a game of power. I do not understand how you come into politics and expect us to shake hands, hug, laugh, that kind of thing. Like now, I only can decide in 2031, I want to run for governor of Kwara State. And the next thing, Kunle Lawal on this cohort will now say, wait, I'm from Kwara State too. This is just for instance. I know he's not from Kwara State. So Kunle, if you're thinking of it, don't even attempt it. This is your name. Even I had to check something recently in the college. And I said, when did I do this? And they're like, no, it's the other Kunle Lawal. Even on Zoom, there's problem if I use Kunle Lawal. So because of you on this cohort, I'm using the electoral college whenever I enter somewhere so that they can differentiate between myself and you. So that's how Kunle Lawal now, because he has the same. No offense to him, or he's not a bad person. But Kunle Lawal will now feel, "Hmm, Kunle Lawal is running in Kwara now. He's from Kwara Central. Like, since me, I'm from Kwara South. Let me to put myself on the ballot. So our posters, people will not to know the face. They will not know which Kunle Lawal. So I'll go there, throw a good thing at debates. They'll be like, everybody vote for Kunle Lawal. And then he will just go and join one party on the side. And he's going to take out of my votes. That's the truth. And it's a good strategy to have, because if in Kwara South are not popular, he will take the votes he's supposed to have, and he will take my votes. And he will take some of my votes in Kwara Central. Now, Kwara North is where we'll slug it out. If Kunle is too posh and speaking too much English, you know the way Kunle ED talks now. So ED will come somewhere and say, yeah, you know that politics, you need to pay attention to what the executive is doing. I'm going to be giving the executive functions. I'm going to ensure approve my maximum capacity to do that. And I'll start quoting subsection one. This guy will just come, hey, hope this Yoruba comes to me. If anybody laughs in this class because I'm attempting to speak Yoruba, I will minus marks. Anybody that laughs here. Kunle Lawal will now come. That's the Kunle Lawal in this class will now come. Ọmọ Kwara tí o mọ̀ wàrà jẹ, Regbeni, everybody like, speaking the language of the people who pack all of the votes in Kwara North, and he'll become governor. That's the funny part. He will. And that's what will happen. So it's war. So you need to have a strategy. I have to stop people like Kunle Lawal first. Because the first thing I'll go and do, I'll go and prove that he's actually from Ekiti, claiming what they call it. Claiming Kwara. That's the first fight. While he's in court fighting that one, I'll throw him another one that the secondary school results is not original. While he's chasing that one, I'll go back and go and start another, as long as I keep scratching it. So politics is war, and you need to prepare. The strategy has to cover you from where you are going, where you're headed, or where you are going to, and also protect you while you're on the way there. Ticket acquisition. Now, this is a problem. I'm friends to some politicians. I remember 2023. No offense to if anybody, this is on YouTube. Please, I'm not yabbing my chairman. Oh, please, I'm not yabbing my chairman. But there was this presidential candidate who I'm close to. He was in the ADC. And he was, sorry, presidential aspirant. He wasn't the candidate. He was so talking about, he was rolling out economic policies, because kind of strong in economics. Let me not lie, he's a brilliant technocrat. I respect him so much. He was just blowing, and I was like, Oga, Oga, Oga. Somebody just joined your party and bought presidential form. Say, leave him. I've met with all the states, whatever. It's just a month. It's just a month to primaries. What can he do? Now, so my guy carry laughs too. In short, when the other guy won, I'm sure he turned to him and said, "Clock it." Sorry, I just learned clock it. I was playing with my cousins. They're on holidays, my little cousins. So I learned clock it. So I'm using clock it. So in case I use clock it a lot of times, Lisa, well done. I didn't say you should move anything yet. So can you take it back? Thank you. So ticket acquisition is key. Most people go ahead talking about the wonderful things they're going to do, the wonderful ideas they're going to do. Win the party ticket first. Ideas come later. Win the party. And then, in winning ticket acquisition, you need to understand party democracy. And party democracy, internal party democracy, is key to even your emergence as a candidate. And this is what most people don't understand. You rely a lot on party internal democracy, and it is key. You need to understand the way it works. What elders to talk to? What those ones you've lost? How do you win them back? Those who you can't gain. What will be your situation if they bring in another person who is with you? You need to be able to weigh who can you convince, who is really unhappy but it's not on your side, who is on your side and is unhappy. Those are things you need to think of. then be ready to take a loss. Something Nigerians don't ever prepare for when running for office is taking a loss. They are always prepare their preparation is to win. Yeah, we're a faith-based society. Hey, God, God, God. God is not in democracy and elections. Let me, if you've not heard it from anybody, you're hearing it from me. God is not in democracy or in elections. It's people that are there. That is the reason why godless countries, or your so-called godless countries, as you say, perform better than your quote unquote godly countries. So you need to be ready to take a loss. Then you need to understand politics is a variables game. How many people are in Adimosho? What is their vote probability? How many people are in Kedah? How are they going to vote? How many people are in Ikoyi? How many people are going to carry their wives to Tampa Bay and other resorts that will cause a loss? But who will stay in Ikoyi really to vote? How many people are around Bodilon? I'm running around against APC. APC might win the polling unit in Bodilon, though they lost in 2023. But they might win the polling unit in Bodilon. This, that. They're going to the variables game. You need to pay attention to the numbers. Hey, my don't act like my friend. Hey, I don't want to call his name. Hey, Kule, we ran in 2019 in small parties. I ain't doing small party. I'm gonna run in a big party. This is a Tiosa. They know my name everywhere, whatever. Then the Labour parties win blue. Whoa. Oga was there actually arguing election. Please, God, forgive me. If anybody calls, I didn't call his name. I've not called anybody's name in this thing. So, because they're my friends and I don't want any situation. So, we need to understand politics is a variables game. Now, Lisa, we can have the next slide. Hello, Lisa or Charlie, which of you is in charge of the slides? Okay, so there are parameters to being a candidate, and the parameters are quite a few, but I put them down to what we're gonna understand. So you need to understand, have a robust understanding of governance systems. Now, this is key to us understanding how we are going to market ourselves. You never could be found wanting. People change their minds on election day. They can be like, I don't even know who to vote, but I'm out because my friends are out. Or I'm out because man, that chick I want to I want to talk to. It's going to be at that polling when I go just to start now. After this thing, I was cut out go out. Anyhow, she go out. When she hear everything, I tell her for road. So I don't know who she did even vote for. May I just give her some few yarns, that kind of thing. Then you have such conversations, so you need to be able to have a robust understanding of governance that when you speak or when you're around, you carry a particular semblance of the office you are aspiring for. And you must always carry a particular semblance of the office. You don't say, I'm running for governor, and then you start acting like councillor. You end up like Fubara. No offense, but I think that's the weakest person who has ever been elected governor. But there's a conversation. You need to understand the way governance works. Then, critical to understand. Good governance has no gender. Women are not better, men are not better. Women are corrupt, men are corrupt. Good governance is good governance, it has no gender. Rekia can probably perform better than me in a local government position than I can never perform. She can manage people's excesses. She can speak the Yoruba better than me. Do you understand? She can do a lot of things. She's a lawyer. Rekia will also beat me in a legislative position. I can bet that anyway. That president one, that high executive one, we can argue that conversation because my reach, northern and western, she's restricted to one side. I'm bad marketing Rikia right now because she's the competition. Me and her are running on different parties for this last lecture. And we're two here. And since I have the mic right now, let me bad market her skills so that she can't chance me. And she listening. So anyway, you also need to unveil the iron curtain from the campaign to appeal to the electorate. Most people have what it takes, but they are shielded in presenting it. I'll give you an example. During the debate, I thought, I think it was the NMPP. No, was it the NMPP? It wasn't the NMPP. I think I think no stress. So during the debate, there was this candidate. She knew what to say. I can't remember. Lisa, what party was she in? She had, I know it was a Western name. She was quite in a. She was not where she was. Ricky, why do you like Lisa? Why do you like moving the slides when I haven't asked to move it? I was asking you a question about. Oh my God. So I don't know what party she was. She was what they call it, NMPP. Somebody has said NMPP. She knew, I would be honest, from what she was saying. I knew she was timed. From what she was saying, she knew what she was saying, but she could not unveil that iron curtain. I don't know whether she I don't want to say this, but I think that's the best thing. I don't know whether she was not sure. I don't think is threatening me up and down. I don't know whether she was not sure of herself. I don't know whether it was her first time speaking publicly. If it was her first time speaking publicly, I would even offer myself to take her, just random speaking event, and maybe get her to see something. Okay, it was LP, not MPP. I can't remember, but I know it was a lady, and she couldn't unveil what she had, what it takes. I could hear her. The few drops, I knew what she was saying. But it takes, if it weren't me or weren't someone else that was that exposed, then maybe um the person won't get what she was saying. And meanwhile, somebody just typed on Discord, NNPP did not have any female candidates, and you are proud of yourself to type that thing. I agree, you're trying to say you didn't have. You just say no, she wasn't in the NNPP. But you now said NNPP has no female candidates. You see, when they ask you one simple thing, you will go and reveal the one that they did not send you. So now you have shown us that NNPP in electoral college was biased to women. Like, if I minus 5 marks now from NNPP, you say I'm being harsh. But it's you that laid the foundation for that. Anyway, back to what we're saying. Next, you need to get a backyard of finance. Whether you like it or not, politics costs money everywhere. Everywhere. Politics costs money. You need to understand that what needs to be done is you need to raise money. You cannot run an election on vibes and inshallah. It's not going to work. Will it work? And in raising money, you must also be accountable for money. And I'll tell you, one of the skills people don't know about raising money is when you start with if people talk about NNPP and their female candidates again, I will deduct that amount. But I've left it now. I didn't take out the 5 points. Why are you guys still talking? So one thing people mistake about finance is that they think people just donate to you because you're running. I'll tell you, when I was running in 2019, sometime in 2017, we did a scholarship. It's never been done. We had an essay competition for children in primary school. It's never been done in Abuja before 2017. And I spent like 6 million at the time. That was a lot of money in 2019. Prizes, inviting schools, putting up, competitions, and I spent like 6 to 7 million, 6, 7 million about the time. When we did that event and we put it on social media and different these things, I can tell you that my campaign raised more than 10 million after that donations because people were shocked somebody would stake up that kind of money for something that didn't talk about me as someone running for office, but something that gave back to the society. We also, when we put then the IDP campus in Kuchingoro, when we put a borehole there, do you understand? And borehole cost like, I remember at that time, cost like 420,000 or so. We put the borehole there, and I didn't mark it with Kunle's campaign or KL 2019 or just like you, which were slogans that we used. People were impressed, and they gave us times 3 or 4 of the money back. Not like they're giving us that. They no, we want to see you do more, and so that's how finance works. So you need a particular level of finance to call up more money. Only money can give back to money. Calabash cannot give back to money. Forget all those yarns. Now, you also need to reignite an interest in political participation, especially when you are first on the scene. You need to get your own WhatsApp group. I didn't say WhatsApp group like the one you have in the court. To get your own WhatsApp group, your people, the people where who's just say, hey, so not so very good for me. But those people were going to say, hey, Celestine or nothing, you, Celestine or nothing, you, we go follow Celestine, go anywhere. Oh. Or the people that were singing and as I've heard before, Rekia, Rekia, Adúpẹ́ o, Rekia, Rekia ti ṣe fún wọn. Rekia, I've sang song for you. All the time I say are coming back for me. So you need to be able to reignite, an interest in political participation. You need to insulate your family. I cannot overemphasize this. Most of the time, people are running for office, they forget their families and things happen. Funny things can happen. You are the one who declared you wanted to run for office. Male or female, you should insulate your family away from politics, away from the conversations, away from everything. It's key you do that. Then you need to plan for the eventuality of a loss. I don't, like I always say this. I didn't lose an election in 2019. Abuja lost a senator. It is key. And when that happened, we came up with the electoral college which you have today. So this is a result of not being Abuja senator. But I'll tell you, I didn't lose. Then lastly, give them a race to remember. It's people who have races to remember that are still relevant in the political equation till the next election. If you are just name on the ballot, I know people that have name on the ballot, nothing. I know people that even, so I'll give you an example. If we say let's go back to 2011 elections, and I ask you guys what position Remi Shonaya took, I don't think any of you will get it right. Most of you think in your head she was third. You know what? Lisa, where is Lisa for Christ's sake?
I'm here, AJ. I'm the one trying to spend.
Okay. If I ask you guys what position Remi Shonaya took, you guys are not going to know what position she took. Professor Remi Shonaya was like a distant 11th. Because she was a woman with the ticket in recent times and she pulled, she did, she looked like, we had Shekarau, former governor of Kano State. We had late General Muhammadu Buhari. And then we had Goodluck Jonathan. And, it looked like Remi Shonaya was like the fourth. She was not any fourth. Oh. And, she pulled for a few strings. Our party pulled a few strings. She was on the debate. The four of them were on the debate. So it looked like she was a top contender. We're actually 11th in the ballot. I think as of then, Nigeria had about 20 political parties. We're 11th on the ballot. But give them a race to remember. That's how you make it count. Next slide, Lisa, please. Thank you. So there's a methodology to being a candidate. So first, you need to create a brand. Who are you? KL. I know that Kunle Lawal on this group is going to start copying my KL. He does it. I've trademarked it. That's a joke. I'm just picking on him because he has saying everything. But create a brand. Let people know you for something. And secondly, know your target electorate. Am I going to do well with... See, let me be honest. And I'll give you guys. It's only when we're speaking, let me tell you a secret. It's only when we're speaking and acting like we're all big boys, we're all in an advanced country, that will act like tribe and religion doesn't play a card in our politics. You know the secret? It does. Abuja has quite a Hausa community in Jabi and Utaku. Anybody that lives in Abuja knows that. The posters that were there was not Kunle Lawal, it was Ibrahim Lawal. It was done intentionally. Monsing, haka muka tafiya. Because I'm maganan siyasa, ba wasa. That means in elections, there's no play. So you play to your strengths. So that place is Kunle Lawal, Kunle Lawal, Kunle Lawal. But that place, Ibrahim Lawal, I knew what I was trying to sell. And being honest, when we looked at the scores at the end, I did so well in Jabi and Otaku, massively well. And I don't know for what reason I did well in Kubwa. Don't know. Maybe one of my ex-girlfriends was really campaigning for me there. I don't know. I'm just. Then you need to study history. That was a joke before people start saying I was using my ex-girlfriends to campaign. So study history, but navigate the present. Does my party normally use this polling unit? Why? Do we normally win? Why? What are the factors that can make us lose or factors that can make us win? Here now and how? how- these are
Yes, you do.
no, I didn't say you should move the slide. I've not said anything. I just called
Oh,
your
it's
name. It doesn't mean you should move the slide.
I'm enlarging it. So once I just touch the screen, it just
Okay,
move. Yeah.
okay. I'm being threatened by my co-facilitator till now. I'm threatened. I have the feeling that I'm soon going to finish these slides and I'm in trouble. I'm going to collect premium yabs. So I'm already scared. Please, can we bring can we bring Shay into this class? I know Shay is on my side.
Okay, let me
So
see if I.
no, I'm just joking. I didn't mean that. So you need to study history and navigate the present. Next, you need to utilize your structure. That's your party structure. You need to utilize it to the fullest of your knowledge. You ever know. You also have to prepare for attacks on your candidature. If you did not school pass polytechnic, do not go and brag. If your doctor is honorary, keep am for ground. The only requirement is SSC. You don't need to mention anything after that. You're not against the law. Even if your SSC is as bad as Okebelo zone, no problem. But Shai did it. Did it. Proceed. Okebelo did not prove he's not what is not. All you can do is laugh. He has the SSC body. Laugh and laugh. Now you sabi, he's governor. Let me see if any of you can be governor in your state. So you need to prepare for attacks on your character. If your wife or husband likes to be writing rubbish on Facebook without thinking, you will beg them, I beg, no right waiting, because you need to protect yourself from these things. Um, you also need to use all media to your advantage, social media to your advantage. For those that do not know how to talk publicly, go and learn or be in a forum. Always make sure it's a forum that when people are talking, you seem to sound smart. So that's the only way. Then you need to be decisive as a candidate. When I mean decisive, I'll tell you what happened. While running in 2018 alone, there were 3 attempts on my life. One in Gwagwalada, one in Jikoi, and one in, let's just say, Didi. 3 attempts. They knew where I was 3 times. Exactly where I was. So I fired my entire campaign team. 1 month to elections. After somebody was leaking information. Yes, we're receiving information about other campaigns, but somebody was leaking my information. I didn't know who to trust. Fired my entire campaign team. That is real story for you. That's not movies. So you need to be decisive. You need to know what. And then from then, I stopped announcing we're going to be doing town hall in Lube. No, if we're going to Lube, we just go to Lube. Bam. If we are going to Gwagwalada, we just go to Gwagwalada, bam. Yes, I didn't, so somebody said I didn't put this in the candidate. Yes, because I don't want to scare people. I don't want to stop you from running. It will happen. It might happen. It might not happen. I don't want to scare people for running. If I start writing gory details, horror movies of running, Raquel will tell you stories now. She's here. And then you will tell you stories. I don't want to put mouth inside, uh, you know, what I never reached to talk for her. So you need to be decisive. Next, you need to prepare for campaign moves. As you have moves that are telling you what Tinubu is doing, what Kwankwaso is doing, what Peter Obi is doing. The same, somebody's reporting what Atiku is doing every minute back to the rest. So you need to prepare. Lisa, next slide. You need to prepare for all of that. And you always need to be able to think ahead. I forgot to say differentiate yourself from others, but I just thought that was very simple. So, Lisa, could we have the next slide? Thank you. So, in conclusion, I can't really discuss. So, you must solve 4 successful problems in the achievement of a successful political career. First, you must join a political organization and become known. You will want to develop a political style that will earn respect and leadership in this party. He or she must know that this means finding what the members of the political organization appear to want and be instrumental to their desires. Secondly, he or she must eventually exhibit an interest in being an election. He or she must fraternize with the leaders and after primary election, win the support of the party's voters. Thirdly, if he or she wins the primaries, he or she will have to make important decisions on campaign strategy, including issues on advertising, appearances, and funding. He or she will face problem in voter analysis, choosing targets, allocating resources, and timing them efficiently for maximum impact. Fourthly, if is elected, he or she must do the kind of job in office that will get he or she re-elected. This will be the function of the organization he or she builds, the position he or she takes, and the rhetoric he or she uses. Lisa, you can put down the slides. Thank you very much, 19th cohort. This is not the end of the class. This is the end of my part of the class. We're now going to be listening to Rekia's part of the class. And I'm going to be wearing bulletproof for her part of the class because I think I'm going to be caught within crossfire. Thank you very much. It's been an honor as your executive director. I still am available during questions and etc. But I pass the mic to the one and only, the beautiful. They said something about hand culinary stuff. If you've not had a cake by Rekia, you haven't had cakes. Kia is the bomb. She's the fun in Funke. She's the jewel of the West. She's she's everything. She's
Yeah.
uh, she's Honorable Rekia Hassan to most of you, but to me, she's leader, a queen, and she's a woman also very close to God. She didn't carry me to experience this year. She normally takes me to experience. I don't know why. I seem to have lost my position with her.
No, no, no.
But
I
thank you
didn't go
very
for
much.
experience this year.
Thank you very much, Rikia. It's a
I
pleasure
didn't
to
go for
have you.
experience this year, Kunle. I didn't go for In fact, I even ran from the island totally that day. I canceled all
Okay.
I'm not even going anywhere island because of
Okay,
experience.
so could we see Rikia? You can unspotlight me, Lisa, and spotlight Rikia. Pattern. Lisa.
Lisa knows I'm
Okay,
shy
my
and that I'm a
network went
naturally
off.
shy
I just came back
person.
now about that.
Lisa knows
Welcome,
I'm a
Honorable.
naturally shy person. Hello, hi people. Thank you for having me, Kunle. I really appreciate it, and it's always a pleasure to be amongst upcoming people who I believe should take the spaces in our politics. It's time for a political revolution in Nigeria.
Your nails are
And
beautiful.
thank you, thank you. It's time for a political revolution in Nigeria, and it's not just by shouting on Twitter or writing things on social media. No, we need to put ourselves in those spaces. You see, the reason why we are here where we are politically in Nigeria is because nature abhors a lacuna, nature abhors vacuum, and nature will fill a vacuum with something, whether it's the best or the worst, whether it's good or bad. That space will be filled. And we've had decades of those spaces being filled by the wrong people because in our homes, we were told politics is for rough people. Politics is the dirty game. Politics is for, ragamuffins. And we let those spaces and we let the ragamuffins take those spaces. In recent years, I'll say over the last 3 electoral cycles, We've been changing that narrative. We've had more people with pedigree, understanding, degrees, and exposure filling political spaces, but it is not enough. We are too little coming out to do the right thing on the ballot boxes, which is why I really, really appreciate what Electoral College is doing. I'm not sure there's anybody else that's doing it. I was talking to my husband. I was like, why don't we teach politics in our schools? Why don't we have courses teaching people how to run political parties in our schools? Why don't we have people courses teaching, like as kids, let them understand political responsibility? And I told him, I said, by the time you start teaching people in school, secondary school, university, how politics runs, we will now have the right people wanting to take over from the wrong people that have been there for decades, for years. They climb these political ladders and then they burn the ladder, they bomb the staircases to make sure other people don't get to those spaces, and so they can stay there forever and ever and ever and ever. But Electoral College has taken the bold step, taken the bold move to teach people so people have understanding. So politics doesn't look like this mirage or this huge daunting thing, and letting people know this is what should be expected, this is what we should do, and giving people the platform and the understanding they need to step into those spaces. There is strength in numbers. We will not see the change we desire in Nigeria until there are more people like you and I who are educated, exposed, who have the right ideas and the right motives for being in political spaces. So, Edie, I know the challenges you face. It's not, you think it's just somebody arranging Zoom meeting. No, it is not. It is a lot harder than that to have these cohorts coming, cycle in, cycle out, and you have not failed. Edie, I give you my standing ovation. Twale, should I drop my hand? Twale Baba.
Drop your
Edie,
hands, please.
I
Drop
should
your
drop
hands.
it.
Drop your hands. I beg you.
I
I
should drop
BOT member. I work for you. They give me order. I know they. Please. I remain loyal.
So I listened to everything Edie explained about the candidates, and I'll say yes, you have to be prepared to lose as well as to win. Yes, we pray. I'm a very prayerful person. There's nothing I do without praying, without seeking God's face, because like it or not, I believe that leadership is about territories, and anything that happens to do and deal with territories is also very, very spiritual. That's why you see a lot of people going to do fetish things for power. So yeah, if you cannot follow them, and me, I cannot do jazz, because if they tell me don't eat a particular thing for the next 5 days, even if I've not eaten that thing for 20 years, is that 2 hours later after leaving Babalawo's house, that's the first thing I'll forget all the instructions they give me. They say go out by 1 a.m. to go and pray under the moonlight and recite something. Is at 12:45, I'll see a film I've not seen before and I want to watch, and I'll watch it until 3 a.m. I'll forget instructions. So if you cannot do those things, hold on to God. Hold on to God like Velcro, like stick to God. That is one of the things you need to have if you are moving into politics. I've been in politics and I have seen and experienced things. I've experienced a snake on my gate in the night. I came home just to enter my house. There's a snake on the gate. In fact, my faculties could not believe it was a snake. I was telling myself, somebody has gone to hang farm belts on the gate. Hello, how does a farm belt move? The snake wasn't stationary, it was moving. But I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. I've had my brakes fail. I've had sicknesses that came from nowhere. I've gone out, or I was exiting my house. I saw something that was looking straight. I met Ebo sacrifice just by my door. There are different things that happen when you're getting into politics and when you're getting to the point of people knowing that you want to become a candidate. Once you have stepped into that aspirant's shoes and they see that your aspirant's shoes that you're stepping into are serious, you actually want to become a candidate, you are going to face a lot of opposition. I contested for chairman in this last Lagos State local government chairman cycle. I didn't get the seat of chairman, which is fine by me because, like I said, I believe leadership is spiritual. I did a very good job. I was the substantive chairman for 8 months and I did a fantastic job. And I believe if God wanted me in that space, I'll still be in that space. Because like Edie said, you give them a fight to remember, and I give them a fight to remember. So I'm satisfied that I did all to stand, but God doesn't want me in that space. And I'm aspiring for a higher space now. So I guess it was just a move for me to move from one place so I could move to another space, because by the grace of God, in the 2027 elections, I should be on the ballot. So prepare to lose. Prepare your mind that you might not win. I contested in 2021. I didn't win. I was asked to step down then. I was the vice chair. I returned to my space as vice chair, and I learned a lot. I built myself during that time. So I don't see it as a loss. I'm not saying, oh, I didn't get chairman. Of course, it's frustrating. It's upsetting. I'm a human being. You put in so much effort. You've done your best, and you expect that, okay, you get the support and the encouragement for doing your best. Because I did quite well, as if I may say so myself, as an executive chairman. Oh, thank you very much, Ibrahim. As an executive chairman, I did well, and I know I broke records. So it was painful for me, but it also just taught me more lessons. It was painful for me, but rather than take the loss, because most people expected after I would go somewhere, go and cry, go and be morose. Okay, it's a woman. No, I had a good thing going. I started a good thing. And there's one thing I say, once you have found yourself to be a leader in a community, you don't need a political office to continue being a leader. That is how you understand true leadership. The mantle of leadership, the duty of leadership does not begin and end with a political tenure. It is forever. It's an obligation and a duty you have carried. So I still have an obligation and a duty to my people in my constituency, which is why I work with my NGO a lot now. We do a whole lot. I'm not going to use this platform to promote the NGO. So that's what I face. That's what I'm doing. And in that way, I'm still relevant. You have to have a tenacity. You have to have a doggedness that comes from a cause that you believe in personally. It can't come from people. But make up your mind. You see, this is why I'm running for this position. This is my purpose, and you hold on to it doggedly. That way, because you get punches. I got punches. I will not lie. I'm here. I'm doing. I cried buckets. I cried buckets during that time, because people who you thought would support you, the way I said, what? No, I cried a huge. I'd go outside. I'd be strong. I'd tell my people. I'd come out. I'd tell people. I would encourage them. When I come back to my house, I will cry. As a leader, you cannot show any form of discouragement in front of people. Go and encourage your people. Come back. A political career does not begin and end with one election. So between the cycles, you should have a long-term plan. That between the cycles, what are you going to be doing? And like the ED also correctly said, you cannot be thinking like a councillor and say you want to contest for governor. No. You have to tell yourself that not only do you belong in these spaces, because truly, trust me, there's so much gatekeeping in this world. And it's not just for women. Most people, they don't want you in those spaces. They want the spaces for themselves. They want it for their kids. They want it for their close friends. They don't want it for outsiders. But you have to show them that not only do I belong in this space you're trying to keep me out of, I own it. That is your own mentality. And when you start thinking that way, you walk that way, you exude that aura and confidence, that's when people begin to take you seriously as an aspirant, enough for you to become a candidate. You're going to hear a lot of, who is this one? Where are they coming from? Do you have money? So you build your circle, like Edie said. You build your circle outside of the normal people you have. Yes, you should have a support group. I have a support group, a very wonderful support group anyway. You should also be ready to partner with people you don't like. In politics, you cannot afford to be emotional. There's some people you might not just like them, you might not like their politics, but you have to be strategic. I will not say go and sit in the seat of scorners or work with, But you just have to be strategic. There's some people it's not black and white in politics. There's a lot of gray. You have to be ready to sit with people you don't particularly like, but be objective about it. And also, remember that when you're dining with the devil, you need to use a very long spoon. You need lots of long spoons if you want to become a candidate in politics. You need plenty because you're going to dine with many devils. That's the truth. You have to do it, and you have to be gracious while doing it. You can't be stuck up. Another point ED made, that insulating your family, which is very, 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 very important. When I contested this, sorry, power has gone up, but the generator will come up. When I contested for election, I was the sitting chairman. The opposition that I had, I felt, okay, I'm in a small community, I'm a bit safe. I didn't think, and then I had security personnel and everything. So I felt, okay, the normal places we go to were safe, were secure. Unfortunately, one afternoon, my husband went to a particular location, a lounge location, and one of my opposition other aspirants, they had finished a rally somewhere, and his people were there. They were wearing the caps, and they actually accosted my husband. He had to leave that place. It was nearly a physical altercation. You know, I wouldn't say that the other aspirants put his people up to it, but then people behave in different ways during politics. They have different ideas of what should be done. You don't necessarily have to give the order, but these people, they are crazy. People can be crazy. My husband didn't even know who they were. He just said, who are these people with these caps? And he sent me, the name. And I said, oh, is this it? I said, yes. It was like that they accosted him, that they had a confrontation. So insulate your family, take care of your family. And then if there's any gist or any information about yourself you don't want the world to know, I want to become a candidate, find a way to tell the whole world by yourself. Because that's when they'll go and find out that your mother is actually your mother.
Honorable, you cannot repeat this thing. If you are, let me even take it out. If you are gay, say it. Don't allow them
Please,
say it for you.
don't
If
say
better
it. Don't
say it,
allow
oh,
them to
because
say it for you.
if it comes out the
But
bomb,
listen, they will say
look,
it.
you will cry. Look, you will cry.
Say it yourself. If you have something unsavory about you that you've been keeping inside one portmanteau, go and find a way you are going to say it by yourself. Oh. Just don't let other people tell your story for you. My story, my history was rewritten. Oh. In fact, at the point I started doubting who I was by myself.
Yeah, I
They
remember
said not
another
go to
case.
school.
They say, you say you not finish law school. You that is a practicing lawyer. They say you
Don't
not
go
finish
to
law
school.
school.
They don't go to university. I was selling bonds. And the way they said this thing to the point that I sat down one day, I was like, come on. Have I been winding myself that I went to school? And maybe I have
Erika,
brainwashed myself. That's how bad it is. So I now went to where I had copies of my trust. Because unfortunately for me, I've lost my original certificates. My late mother had them. She passed and we couldn't find them after she had passed. We could. So I had gone to my institutes and gotten transcripts, testimony. I went to go and look at these things that are they real? I began to doubt who I was.
I say, Erika, my own Premium Times called me. And the Majid now is my friend. The Premium Times called me, Majid, and he said, we have news that you did not finish from ABU Zaria. My heart started beating. My mother was head of exams board when I graduated. So if I did not finish, my mother will know. He said I did not finish school. I started thinking in my head whether I actually finished university because sometimes I could not remember. They just say, want to hear your comments.
These are even
See,
facts about yourself
no,
that are true and you know.
honorable, just hear what happened. He just called me and said, we would like to hear your piece before it comes out. I don't know what devil entered my head. I just said, it's fine. You can go ahead and print it. But if you did your work right, my mother is Professor T. Lawal. She was head of exams board when I was in school. So my mother would be aware I didn't graduate. So this would have been an issue for me at home. I said, so premium times,
Wait,
go ahead.
you went to school and
Go
didn't graduate?
ahead. I said,
I
go
didn't
ahead.
attend school.
Me,
This I was
wait.
selling bonds.
Wait, Bonzo.
I
Can
was
you
selling
imagine?
bonds.
They hold you, potty babe. Me, I told them, see, this is what's going to happen. I will sue you for the salary of a senator if you bring this out. And I jumped to the phone. Majid came to the campaign office the next day. He said, I want to see the guy that said this. He was expecting a big guy. You know me, I'm smallish now. I'm even big now. So imagine how smallish I was there. He was like, you? He said, you have the liver of a lion. And that's how we became friends. And Majid has remained my friend. Even now, it's a common joke between us. You just say, are you sure you went to ABU? I'll say, I'm not sure.
You not be sure now. You won't be sure. So imagine them bringing real facts about you, twisting the truth. Talk less of now. Imagine what they will do when they catch you in an omission or a lie. Imagine what they will do with that.
Yeah, dead.
You're finished. So if there's something about you, find a way to bring it out. There are so many PR people that can package anything, and then at least you said it by yourself.
Now, you say I was young. I had a friend that had an issue with a girl. So the moment he started running, his opponent went and brought out and I don't know where they found the girl, and the girl was a staunch member of the other party. So she claimed she claimed he raped her. It started like a joke. Next thing was in blogs. Oga came out and said what happened. We're in a party, we're drunk, we're both about 19 at the time. I did not know what rape was under this present context, but this was what happened. We're both drunk. Apologize. He couldn't even remember what happened well, but he had to come out. He came out and cleared it. And the truth was, in the end, guess what? In the end, the other guy tried to rape the girl now. And the thing turned to scatter. And guess what? She came to his side on the campaign. So she was one. You know, sometimes God works mysteriously. But that's luck.
Yeah, it does. It does. That is luck. And another point Edie brought up, and that's the most unfortunately, that's the way the world works. That's the way politics works universally. MONEY, aka funds.
AKA ego, AKA kudu, kudi.
It is extremely important. We try to say, we try to act like, money, we don't like money. We might not like money, but it's a necessary servant. No matter how pious you may be in politics, or you need money to run a campaign. That your campaign.
Wait, tell them you're dressing to look like the position already.
Like
it's a problem.
You see, when I first contested for chairman in 2021, I was JJC. So I was doing the people want, who can relate with them. You need to be yourself. Shey people say relatable now. When these grassroots people will say insults to me, that can I not see how my other mates are looking? They don't want you to be relatable. That's the truth. I was sent insult. What kind of bag is she carrying? See the person that wants to be our chairman. How is she? This is 2021. Quickly, I had to go and change my wardrobe. I had to step up my game.
See, there's something I've never said. Let me say it in this class. While I declared to run for Senate, I was driving a Koja 3 Series, which is about a 2010 3 Series. They told me, is that the kind of car of Koja? I did not know when I bought an M5 20. Let them not call the year, but it was an M5. Anybody that knows cars knows what an M5 is. I had to move to an M5, and it's not because anything. Nobody wanted to listen to me. 3 Series, this old car.
Addressed how you appear. You have to package. That's the truth.
When I got
I was
the
driving
M5,
a Camry during that time. I first looked for bring your car. We'll pay small. I was high. I was going to collect high.
That's how all of us got us. That's how all of us got it. Now bring the car, pay small. Because nobody will listen to you.
They won't. You have to present yourself like you have been in that space.
And you know the funny thing? The first time I met Hakim Bello Osaji, he wanted to give to my campaign. He just loved hearing me on TV. I came without Koja. He just said, "Oh, we'll do something for the campaign." He sent us 100K. The next time he saw me at an event, I was with the M5. And you know, now I started wearing branded kaftans with KL on it. He invited me back to the house. He gave me 1.5 million. This was 2017.
You
Just
see,
because now branded kaftan, the car is looking good. I don't really look like Senator for when I.
you can be humble when you become a candidate.
Can
Aspirants are not afforded
not
the space of
avoided that.
humility.
You cannot be humility.
You cannot
It's
be
candidate.
humble as
It's
an
candidate.
aspirant.
It's
When you
candidates that
become
used to
a
fry
candidate,
akara.
you can be
Then you can
humble, but
fry
aspirant
akara,
is not humble.
drinking Milo. They will say, yeah,
No,
it's Milo used to drink. You can do that one. But aspirants, there's no
you
way.
dare not.
Humble humility where.
You dare not be humble as an aspirant. You pack that humility somewhere. You have to, carry your shoulder has to be up. Oh. When you are now candidate here,
You
as
now
an
can.
aspirant, your shoulder has to be. Then you have to unless you have a copious amount of money, like you have some billions, you have to do a lot of legwork prior to your buying your form. In fact, if you know you want to contest in 2027, you should start doing your work now. You
Eh?
don't just
No,
wake
no, no,
up.
no, no. No, okay, I
You
don't
should have,
agree. The only one you can do 2027 now must be State House of Assembly, local government. If you are going
there's no
House
look
of
of
Rep up,
rep.
don't even think about it.
If you
You
have a
next election cycle, forget it.
unless you have a copious amount, you should have started networking. You don't have to declare an intention at this
But
time,
they
but you
will
should have
know you're
started
around.
networking. You should have been moving around. Me, I've already started dragging my husband up and down Nigeria.
Yeah, this is no, we did not agree to that one. We paid your money. Don't be doing anyhow.
He has to put into his wife's ambition. It's a joint work.
They say insulate your family. They did not say kidnap us.
I've kidnapped
Hello?
him. I say I've kidnapped him. He should call
This
for
is
his
breaking.
embassy.
Is it on my end?
Maybe it's mine. Can you hear me? I said I've kidnapped him. He should complain to
I
his
know I can hear
consulate.
you. I
He should
said,
go and complain to his consulate.
no,
So
no, no, no. No, no, no. You didn't even tell them that your husband is not Nigerian. You just said consulate. So you've indirectly told the class that your husband is not Nigerian. You
and
don't
when
want
you're
to,
saying he has a
no, no,
complaint,
no, but tell them clearly how your husband not being in Nigerian affected your wahala, because I think that the class will be interested in this. Where the
no,
money.
actually, see, Kule, if you are thinking of outside state things,
No,
international
outside state
influence,
is fine. Yes, it's good.
outside state,
But if
international influence is
but
important.
if you are doing local, voila, problem.
Mm.
Problem.
I've,
That's when
I've,
the
I've done my cycle with local. I've served 7 years
no, no, we've
in the
left.
local system.
No, we are moving to the next
But it
stage
was time
now.
for me to move up. Actually, it was
We
time
are
for me
moving
to move
to
up.
it
hmm
actually was.
It was time for me to move up. So yeah, if you want to contest, you should have your eye. Okay, this is the ticket. This is how I'm. I've started putting this in place here. You should know who you are speaking to. At least by now, you should have met a few people. You don't have to declare entirely, but you should have started having strategic meetings. It takes time and effort to become a candidate. Unless your father is unfortunate, and that's the way it works everywhere. There's nepotism whole worldwide over. And like I said earlier, people want things for their kids, their family members. You that you are a stranger, is either you have
Yes.
a whole lot
Yes.
of money to push. If not, you have to make the effort.
No, let's use the example of America. The gap between George Bush and George Bush is one
Mhm,
Democratic president. It's only
mhm.
one father and son. It's one Democratic
Whoa.
president.
Well,
Meaning they just gave you chance. The next chance Republic they got
they
it.
carry and put their children.
They give them who shouts. But in
Imagine
Nigeria now, you see anybody's child, maybe a Rufai, you start screaming, hey, they carry am if your turn reach, if you want your
Don't
turn
give your
reach,
pikin.
carry am go
No,
give stranger.
no,
Carry am go give
don't.
stranger.
If you're so young, look at everywhere internationally how these things are arranged in a succession manner. In fact, I think ED, I think you should have a class in the next cohort
Yeah.
that focuses on international politics.
No, that's something that it's something that Nigerians never want to talk to, and
They don't
I'll
want
tell you,
to.
I'll tell you, we don't even know, and no matter how educated we are, like I made a post clearly on Nigeria and why Nigeria strategically had to participate in Benin Republic. People started accusing me
Yes.
of joining APC. Yeah, I'll send you the post on
You
Facebook. You
see,
will see insults
you
that
see,
Kunle has
that's
joined
why
APC.
I think
Are you
people, yes, we
joking?
need to actually give people an understanding, maybe part 1 and part 2, because
Yeah.
international politics is very, very important. We are not an isolation. We might just be Nigeria. You see, and people don't understand how important Nigeria is. So when someone says they want to invade, they're using Christians and
Okay, sir.
more than that.
It's far more than that.
Pfizer was exiting Africa, but because Nigeria's economy stabilized, they've stayed in Africa.
People don't understand.
They're going to stay in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya.
Mm.
If one Nigeria was enough to make them stay, Ghana and Kenya's market is not enough for Pfizer to stay.
Living. It's
But
not
because
even it's not
Nigeria's
even up to
economy
Lagos market.
stabilized, Pfizer stayed. So you see how pivotal, how critical and crucial Nigeria is. So there is no way you can be aspiring for high position that's not local assembly and not understand foreign
International
politics. And international, it is very, very important. I see something some people say, and I'm like, okay, it's because you don't understand what is going on the larger scale. You're just looking at your local pond.
No.
Nigeria
You
is
know
part of a
them. You
big
know them.
ocean and a very important part of a big ocean.
Honorable, you know them now. Their argument is Tinubu, Kwankwaso, P. Yeah, you think that's what life is about?
It's more than that. It's more than that.
It's a
And then
lot
when you
bigger than you guys.
understand politics, because my husband is a budding politician in his own place, but they have postponed the elections 2 times. Labour Party has postponed council elections
Yes,
by
council
2
elections
years.
twice. 2 years.
It's supposed
What?
to it's supposed to hold in 2026. They first postponed it to 2027. They say they are not ready.
It's
They
2028
now
now, I
say they
think.
have now postponed it to 2020. Can we try that in Nigeria?
Leave them now.
We
That's
can't
UK.
attempt that
Oh.
in Nigeria. That's the whole
That's
UK.
UK.
And that's because Labour Party knows they will lose to Reform. My husband is a member of
So they
Reform
are dodging.
and he's contesting, but he's like, he doesn't even know when his elections will be now. We cannot try that. So when you look at international policies, international politics, and you begin to you say, oh, somebody came, he's a thief. He came, Boris Johnson came, you're insulting Boris Johnson. That Tinubu paid him money. Tinubu not pay anybody money from.
Wait. Let me even ask you a question. And let's be rational in Nigeria. Every time we're together, we have rational conversations. How much do you think you can pay Boris Johnson?
Boris Johnson.
A former PM. Are you joking?
Maybe
Do
you
you
have
want to
an
pay him?
idea. You think
Do
they are
you know who
stealing money?
Boris rolls with? Do you know who Boris rolls with?
No,
Are
they
you
think they were
joking?
stealing money in this Lagos, Nigeria. Go and hear
Yeah,
how
what
much
they are stealing. Do you
what
think,
what Labour
do
Party
you think
has
they are your
stolen.
mates? Do you think they are your mates?
Oh goodness. Labour Party that did one door in dining for how many billions of pounds and the door is not working. One door.
Oh man. Wait. These are people that, and this is the funny thing. These are people that buy bottles of wine that are more than 45,000 pounds on
Thank
just
you.
one sitting.
Thank you.
Which, let me tell you, no Nigerian politician can buy a bottle of wine for 45,000 pounds. The person will cripple. I'm the one telling you, he will cripple. Even with KSF, he will cripple. He wasn't
So
trying to
there's a
warn
lot
you.
going on the
Say they are
policy.
paying them.
If you want
You
to
know what I
work,
say?
we're not justifying bad behavior. Don't get it wrong.
We're
But
just
if you
trying to
have a
make it
clear
clearer.
understanding of what politics is like globally, especially if you are thinking of stepping into federal positions.
Office.
See, I don't believe I'm just talking to councillors and chairmen here and House of Assembly members. I think I'm speaking to future lawmakers, future distinguished senators, future MHRs, I
But
believe.
we can't give them too much. They are still in zygote stage.
Then
They
they can,
haven't
but they can
reached.
learn on their way by
They can learn
also,
on their way, paying
yes, by also
attention.
you need to pay attention. These are things you need to pay attention to. Like
And I
when
think
I used to bake a lot, when I used to bake commercially, my whole phone, my whole laptop was filled with recipes and videos because I immersed myself in it. I was a self-taught baker and I immersed myself in it. Everything, so long, I'm going to learn. And I learned a lot. If you gave me props for my cake, and I will say that there's nobody that bakes like me, and I was self-taught.
I need to also say this. I need to say this. He didn't knows how to bake cakes. So I baked with my mom for more than 10 years. My mom was baking cakes in Zaria for more than 30 years. So if I tell you a cake is nice, I won't normally, I
Thank
don't eat
you.
rubbish. If I, and you, there's
Thank you.
something you don't know about ED get taste too. Don't ask them in the electrical
Maybe
college.
I
My
need to
taste no
send
be
you
here.
jam.
Please send me on.
I have homemade jars of homemade
Please
jam. I need to
send.
send you
Hey,
jam.
they'll soon accuse us of corruption now. They say that's how Honorable Yekia carried ED to
Right.
APC.
Mm.
You
No,
know
it
this
is
is
not
when they write it on
APC.
a blog. I'm also not labor. I'm not anything. I'm in Nigeria.
They're Nigerian. You see, the thing is, it's not about political party. It's not about religion. It's not about tribe. It is about the love of
Country.
country.
We sing that
That's
more than
it.
anything in the electoral college. But
That's it. It can only be for the love of country. There are people that call me Mama Nigeria. I fought in WhatsApp before I even became vice chairman. I used to fight in WhatsApp group. Oh. If you one guy start talking Nigeria, I will fight you to the last. You say, that's my opinion. I said, don't then keep your nonsense opinion to yourself. Because you can't have people like me that are praying. And if people say prayer doesn't work, well, that's still your own business. That are praying and we're declaring, because I truly do believe in the power of the tongue. We are doing declarations, we're speaking to Nigeria's economy, we're praying, and somebody will wake up and just be writing derogatory things. I will fight keyboard. Me, I'm keyboard warrior. I will fight you, fight your family members on that group until you take it back. You cannot be saying nonsense. We are putting our money where our mouths are. Before politics became fashionable in 2023, when Peter Obi and everybody came, that's when it became a trending thing. We were in this thing before it was
we've been in the
trending.
trenches now.
We were in the trenches before it was funky, before it was allowed. When they were tearing gassing somebody, they're using
Mm.
combi bus to clear fine girl from the road.
The funny thing? So people now within the college, maybe they'll see Kunle Lawal, the finesse, they see Honorable Rekia. I want to
Mm,
be like them. I want you to
mm,
mentor you.
mm,
Can you go through what I've gone to become
mm.
Kunle Lawal? You cannot. I'm not yabbing you, but
When
you're
you
too
wear
butty.
boo boo, you wear trainers, you now wear I said tight spanks under and tie this like they tear the boo boo, there's something up ready for.
I say,
So,
have you fallen down when people are running from tear gas and
so
people's legs
people
are
say,
stepping on your. People don't know anything.
have
You
you
are now
gone
in
to
the
climb
politics
under
of
a
new.
motor, under the car to go and be rubber bands under the car? Have you done that one? Have they used combi bus to clear you from the road? Oh God, politics is interesting. It's There's no
You know,
need
you
for
know,
days of your
one
life.
of the
Oh,
questions. Yeah, no, no. One of the questions. Somebody asked me a question in this court, and I called him. He's here. I won't mention his name. And he called. He reached out yesterday and wrote one long episode on he doesn't want to join any of these bad parties. So which party do I advise? And I now called him. Honorable, wait. And I called him. Do you know what I told him? I said, Augusta, there are no bad parties. There are bad players, and there are no bad parties. And I said,
yeah.
say you believe it took so person to enter this party and change this. I said there are people in the APC doing great things. They are my friends. I know a lot. Like, there are even a lot within the electoral college. If it was even most shocking, is that if you look at the electoral college board, it's made up mostly of APC. I have to correct that, but they have quite a lot of APC. But they are putting their money behind
We be
non-partisanship.
there.
But so I don't understand when you have these conversations. So I said, why can't you get to APC and be the change in APC? Why can't you work within your state and be the change there that
Mhm.
you're earmarked or you're visioned as someone that can do something? Then he now said, but Kune, I have to go back to my state. Politics is local. I said something. Yes, politics is local. But I'll tell you something. You can work so hard in a state, and I've seen it possible, and I've done it. You can work so hard in a state you're not from, and you become an esco in that state. By the
Yeah,
time you bounce to your state, they will be worshiping you,
yeah,
worshiping,
you are
and
very
you
right.
you keep following. So I told them, politics is local. It doesn't mean look you're going to your local government. It means politics is within your surroundings.
It's about
That's
your
what it means.
community. You have to be
Niti.
a part of your
But
community.
Nigerians think in tribe,
You're the
ethnicity,
business.
and local government. That's where their
Nah,
brain is.
nah. If you see my boys, my GRA boys, my youths, when they surround me and we do all our King of Boys moves, you be like, ah, how? And I met someone at a party, and I probably said, "You, this is an appointment." I said, "No, electoral." Oh, they gave you. I said, "Eh?" I said, "Come on, me on the field is very different from me inside this party. Oh. Don't mix the two.
Don't mix it. Even the
Don't mix
funny
the
thing,
two."
I keep laughing. Now when people I always tell people, I was talking somewhere and I think I was talking to a court before this. And they're like, ED, can we have more of you that are the new Nigeria? I say, wait, let me bust it for you and I'll tell you people clearly. MC Olomo is my friend. Desmond Elliott is my friend. We might not agree on some things, but they are my friends. And Honorable Rekia can prove it. So they are my friends. We're
I
friends
have
with
pictorial
everybody. We
evidence.
work. Yeah, of course, it does. So don't think we are too polished. The thing is that in politics, you need everybody. So when you see
And then
maybe
cannot be
Peter
polished.
Obi
So
going to go and visit El Rufai, you people will be talking. You that you are talking, what's your electoral value? If your electoral value was something, they would have come to visit you. But
would
your
have come
electoral
to
value
visit
is
you.
zero. Critic, armchair, you sit down inside. Meanwhile, even inside what they call it, your estate WhatsApp group, nobody can talk to you. You cannot even push a motion in your estate WhatsApp group that two
Are you
neighbors will agree
participating
with.
within your estate?
Hmm?
In this
You
my
say?
compound I have, they all know that there's a politician.
They don't know that. When you
They
talk,
know.
okay, guys, calm
You see
down.
that woman? You see that woman in that house? Facility manager can, if there's anything, I will message facility manager at any time. Oh. I say Lagos, even I say Lagos state law does not apply and
Try
allow
to
work.
the
If you have,
should be functioning 24 hours. If not, drop them. If
yeah,
you had to, drop
yeah,
them.
you must do that. If you know you want to be a change maker at on a national level,
You
you
need
have
friends
to,
on all levels.
you have to start in your, there's this thing. If you see a problem, you can no
To
longer
fix
be
it.
turning your face. You
You know
can
that's
no
why,
longer
honorable,
You
that's
can no
why you
longer
have
be
active.
turning your face. So once you know
That's
you
why
want to enter the WhatsApp,
that
if there's a problem, hello, what's going wrong on this street? Hello, I don't like this.
honorable, no be waiting I talk for channels where they won't kill me. I said Lagos has the most activists and the most media houses, yet Lagos is yet to be activated. They just have activists
Yeah,
all over. Hey, activists wey no fit ensure say you don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what's happening. See, I'll
and
tell
you're
you,
just in your
maybe Honorable will
house.
not talk, but till Honorable Rekia Hassan, there was no house for the councillors, no legislative house for the councillors. Honorable, thank you. It's a great building, and we're very proud they have a house. So even if they refuse to meet, they have a house to meet
No,
now, and they
they
can
haven't
talk.
refused to me. They haven't finished it because of
Mhm.
bureaucracy and
But you
red tape.
tried.
I
But
hope
you
to
tried
even meet
putting
with
that
the
there
current chairman so we can even work out how to.
to
I
finish
think
it
I'll
because
do
it's a
how
it's a
to.
legacy project.
Yes, thank you.
They have speakers and nobody allows them speak or ensure laws. You were open to doing that, and that's a big thing. Most of us don't want to work in our silos. You want to change president, but you cannot affect what's going on in local government. You're not ready. Wait, come. Do you people think
Yes, sir.
do you think state house is Alausa? Are you joking? Have you seen State House? If you see State House, you fear. Fear will enter you. You will see the eagle before you enter Aso Rock.
Center. Yeah.
Your head will correct.
Yeah.
That's where you want to go. You are joking. So
So
we need to get.
you have to start practicing if you want to
Mhm.
be in a legislative position, even an executive position. Executive position, there's so much decision making you undertake, and you have to learn to put your foot down. When it says that they say I'm too stubborn and independent minded.
I don't think so. I think you're sweet.
Well, that's it.
You're
I'm sorry.
sweet.
I'm
I
too
think you're
stubborn.
sweet.
I've had people tell me, "Oh, you are not you are not a good politician. This is not how they do politics. You are a new age politician. You don't go far." I said, "Well, unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for every other person, the one thing that makes maybe many people with my own type of mentality, because they say I focus too much on administration and I left politics, but I said it's administration not the work I'm supposed to do. I mean, if I didn't focus on administration, they would have used it against that she was there and she didn't do anything. So at least I have a track record, even say I didn't play the politics for. And unfortunately for everybody, I'm extremely stubborn. So it's not you that will tell me what I can or can't do. It's me that will tell myself what I can or
You
can't
know
do.
what, Rika? You know that me and you can continue this conversation for hours. So let's give them it's their last class. So you know what? You're allowed to ask us questions. They'll be short because time is up. Honorable Rika has other engagements. I know. The big girl, so just for me, she's
Big girl,
local with
no.
me.
I am on sabbatical
Yeah.
at the
And so she
moment.
dey talk. Now so she dey talk. Next thing, I'll check her WhatsApp status. I'll see her in Gowon's birthday.
I'm on
This night.
sabbatical.
I'll see her in Gowon's birthday this night. Leave her. Just leave it here. So you're allowed to ask questions. You must be short. You must choose who you're directing the question to. Is Charlie still here?
Yes, it is.
Lisa is here. Lisa too is here. Okay. You guys can raise up your hands.
Here we have Ibrahim Maraba
Macheme
here.
Kamamaza. You know that I can read Hausa, Abi. Ibrahim, and you know my own name is Ibrahim, you know.
Yes, good evening,
Yes, it
everyone.
is.
Good evening.
Thank you very much, Edie. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your effort. And Charlie, Lumi, thank you very much. We get to know your names now. You are grooming us. Thank you very much. And our facilitator today, Hajia, I can say Hajia and Natasha the second, because
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
stop that
Edie.
too.
Sorry, Edie.
This one knows the law. That one, I'll tell you. That's the difference.
That's the difference. But they're all lawyers, Edie. They're all lawyers.
They are all lawyers, but this one knows the law. This one I can have
Okay.
conversations on the constitution with. That other one. Mm-mm. So
Nah,
back to
Ibra Blood.
us.
Don't worry now, Ibra Blood. No, Allah. Thank you very much,
You
Edie.
don't say that Ibra blood, the hot. I know you're Ibra.
Thank you very
Go
much.
ahead.
Ma, thank you very much for your insight and your advice giving us as a cohort
You're very welcome.
XIX. We really will look to learn from you, and it's a privilege meeting you. But we are following you on social media, and Electoral College have made it possible for us to even see you via Zoom. So my own is you thought about uh, if you come out to contest for politics, they will start looking for your downfalls, like your certificate, your certificate and your background. They say you're not from this state, you're not from that state, but they really knew that they know that you are from that state, but they will try to bring you down. So my question is, as a woman in Lagos, I'm from Bauchi State, sorry, and from NNPP group. How do you manage to penetrate that that threat in terms of stopping you from contesting and being in the civic part, the leadership space where you can contribute to the progress and achievement of our people or your people in your constituency? How do you manage as us young growing? We faced that. I contested for councillor. I faced that. The first thing they said, I'm not from Bauchi State. Secondly, they refused to sell form for me. Thirdly, they told me that they don't know when I finish school. I have to be bold, and only few people stood up with me. I have to be bold to process the form, but during the primary, they kicked me out by force. But I contested. I know I make a record. So how do you advise us to go to resist that? Thank you very much, ma. Nice. I hope to see you physically in Lagos one day. Thank you, ma.
That's great. That's great. I'd first like to appreciate you and congratulate
Ibrahim
you
Ba,
for having.
what's his name? What's his name?
I'm Ibrahim Umar, sir.
Ibrahim Umar. Okay,
Yes, sir.
kana so mata mai kyau.
Matan nan tana da kyau fa.
Ka sa
Ma,
idon
you
ka
are very
wani
beautiful.
ka sa idon ka ka sa
you.
idon ka kasa. Ma
Idi, you sabi
Canada
also.
Canada aure ka
Kunle.
daina so ka
No,
ka
I want to
rike
marry her
idon ka.
daughter. If she
A
will give me,
daughter,
I will
no,
marry
you're
her
not
daughter.
ready.
Ah,
Ba za ka iya ba. Ba za mu iya ba. No, he said he
But
wants to
yeah,
marry your daughter.
oh, my daughters. Ah, no,
yes, ma.
bring your fine sons. Me, I would fine sons. Marry my daughters. Fine, have cast children. Bring your fine sons.
Thank you
So,
very much, ma. Thank you.
well done. It's not easy to. I'm glad you even fought and you didn't allow them to get away with not selling you form. That's unconstitutional. They are not allowed to deny people the purchase of forms. Even if you're a criminal, you can buy party form.
That's one.
You are not allowed, there are nobody's allowed to say you can't, but you submit, them picking you is a different thing. Because it's there in your form. Are you a criminal? Have you been arrested? It's an unconstitutional thing for anybody to be denied the right of purchasing form once you have a membership card for that party. It's
Honorable,
very
you
unconstitutional.
know that's what has kept that reverend that was killing people alive. Every time there's a presidential election in Nigeria, he buys a form.
It's
You know
very fun.
they cannot kill
They cannot refuse him.
somebody that they cannot refuse him. So he buys the form because he's a potential aspirant. They have to move his death this thing backwards. That's how he has been keeping himself alive. He always buys presidential form.
Form. Yes. So all this slander, you see, that time the target was I don't think my local government was ready for a female chairman. I don't think, even though we're in a modern age, they're not very modern thinking that why would a woman be giving them orders? You know, they were not ready, and they felt, oh, we're older than her. They just weren't ready. So at that time, the target was to make me lose focus and destabilize me. When this rumor first came out was when the forms had been open for purchase. And for some reason, APC's local government election, everything was compressed. We didn't have as much time as we usually have, you know, during the time of the purchase and submission of forms and the closure of purchase of form. So the goal then, because there's always a goal, they're not doing it for fancy or just to hurt your feelings. They are doing it to distract you and discourage you. So it's not left to you not to lose focus. You have to keep. And what I did then, I told you I was doubting myself. You have to be mentally prepared for election. It's not easy. Mentally, you need a good support system around you. Anything or anybody that disturbs your peace before election, drive the person far away. Close out anything that is problematic to you. The only things that should be around you during an election cycle should be positive and supportive. Anybody that disturbs your peace or any incident, drive, because you will not survive mentally. So you have to just close your mind. Okay, they are saying this. Is it true? If it's not true, if you have a good PR department, hand it over to them. Let them go and answer it. For mine, they brought it out so that my leaders would tell me to step down. I wouldn't buy the form at all. When I became the chairman, the assumption was I was going to do such a bad job. There'll be problems here, there. Everybody will be calling for my head. And unfortunately, I disappointed them. So there was nobody calling for my head. They were actually, saying Rekia or nothing. it was a fun time. There was a lot of support that, I mean, I still get goosebumps thinking about the public support I had, the people that followed me. I'm still very appreciative to God because I don't know how I came to deserve that. So the target then was to make the leadership tell me that I'm going to embarrass the party and I should not take party form. In fact, I'll tell you, there was a pre-screening process, and I was one of the targets of that pre-screening process because they were very certain that my certificates were fake. Because I told them, I said, well, I've lost my originals, but this is my testimony. So they're now insisting they want to see SSCE WAEC results. I don't want to see that one now. I can't find my certificates. I have testimonials from one of my institutes, which should suffice. But they were not insisting on that WAEC. Luckily for me, I had people in my sets that I maintained relationship with. So someone gave me his number, his own exam number, snapped his WAEC certificate. We sent it to WAEC, and they were able to bring my result. And unfortunately for them, it was a stellar result again. So next thing they said, I had forged that result I brought. I had forged it because when they were hoping to peg me was on SSC. All of this was targeted, and it was very, very compressed. Pressure left, right. It was targeted at me not picking the form at all. Because if I don't pick up the, it would have been easy for them to have snookered me, use another person. But unfortunately, I had that SSC. I got the scratch card and I had it. So get your PR, let them give a press conference. Whether you like it or not, there's leadership. There are people you have to discuss with when they start bringing all those type of rumors. And I went to the leadership. I stapled my originals. I made photocopies of my certificates, even though I was doubting whether they were real or not. I still made photocopies. I stapled everything in chronological order. And I went round. I started giving the leaders that I will show them the original and I'll leave a copy of the photocopy with them. Oh, I'm not from Ikorodu, I'm from Kinko. Months back, I'd applied for a letter of recognition from my Oba, from my royal farm. So the Oba had sent his letter of recognition. People will say it's fake, it's fraudulent, but I had everything. But I just didn't lose focus on what I was doing. Push, and it's people that went to go and look for all these things for me. Somebody I went to Riot to run around for me because me, I was even tired. I was like, whoa. If they like, they should not believe me. Nobody can say I'm not going to pick my form. They can decide to scream me out. Fine, but I'll pick my form. People run around. So surround yourself with useful people. Election period, kick everybody that is worthless out. Sorry to use that term, worthless. Surround yourself with useful people so you can keep on your focus. If you have evidence to refute their claims, fine. If you don't have evidence, say your piece and move on. Am I still on?
Yes,
Yes, you
ma'am.
are
Thank
still on.
you
Charlie, our
very
next
much.
question now. She's done. No,
Bello,
next.
I've asked you to unmute.
Good evening, the facilitator, and good evening, the ED. We really had a nice time discussing or listening to your experience based on what you have gone through in politics. At the moment, I'm that kind of person that first I don't believe in politics. I first thought it's a dirty game, as they used to tell us initially. I decided to now go into civic activism, where I felt I would impact more to people than maybe in politics. But later on, I realized that being in politics will help me more than being an activist. So I joined politics and in a very small political party there. That is the African Democratic Congress, that we don't have the president, we don't have a governor, we don't have a member, House of Assembly or the House of Reps. We decided to just move on like that.
No, you had
This,
you have House of Reps, Ibeji in Kogi State. You
yeah, we
always
just
had.
have
He's
one.
serving his
Yes,
second term. One in Kogi. You had House of Reps.
Yeah, no, I'm referring to my state, Taraba.
Okay, your state.
Yeah, where we don't have any of these. Is a political party that people don't even know much about it. So we managed to be part of it and running how things is. So the first time I was opportune to attend the presidential primaries, where maybe if I'm in the APC or in the PP, I will not have the opportunity of doing that. I also being able to be part of the state executive council, that is the state ministry secretary, where I've seen a lot of things happening. And also, yes, this is the place for one to be. What I am about to ask now is this: having having come into a coalition and with the fear of maybe organizing a convention, they decided to form a transition committee. If the transition committee in the state comes down and said, look, we want you as the state publicity secretary to step down for somebody elsewhere who just come in newly as a member of the coalition, I want you to please advise me. Should I step down honorably and then forge ahead, or should I fight on because I'm the real person who in the convention or in the Congress have been elected to serve in that capacity as the state publicity secretary, or I should just honorably, for the sake of the political party to survive and to move forward, I should just step down and allow the other person to come in. Thank you very much.
That depends on how much leverage you have. One aspect of politics we can't ever take away is the negotiating table. How much leverage, you ask yourself, how much leverage do you have? So if you enforce your position that you're not stepping down, how much weight do you have that would, keep that position? You have to wait. Do you have enough leverage to win a standoff? If you don't have enough leverage to win a standoff, because I've stepped down, I could not have a not this time. I stepped down previously. This one I fought to the bitter end. If you don't have that leverage, you would ask, okay, if you agree to step down, what is your compensation? Do not step down without compensation. You negotiate. If they want you to step down, fine. And how have they come to you with this offer to step down? Have they come with an offer or have they come as an order? How it's being done is important on its own. No, it's not just one aspect. There are many things to think of. So it's you. So the decision at the end of the day is up to you. What do you have in your arsenal? What do you have in your bag to fight? Are you willing to make enemies? Long term, if you take the decision to fight and you offend XYZ WRST, do you need these people in the future? Would they use your reluctance to step down against you? Um, can you win them back if you refuse to step down? Can you win them back? What will you lose if you step down? Will you lose supporters? Will you lose people's faith and confidence in you? And again, most importantly, what are they offering? All these things, I can't answer them, but these are your meters, what you will look at, what you're in to calculate your next step. On either you should
Okay.
stay or, you should comply or fight. It's up to you.
It's all right. Thank you very much for the advice.
You're welcome.
Adini, I have asked you to unmute.
I want to ask, so to be sincere, I've been enjoying this conversation right from the time you started, and I can see that we have so many things in common, most especially when it comes to mentality and everything. Thank you so much, ma, for the
You're
motivation.
welcome.
Yes, ma. I said, is there any way they can regulate party registration whereby one is going to be in a political party? Okay, take for instance now, I decided to join the ADC coalition recently, and we've been in the party since January, even before the big men, before they came into the party. I've actually been in the party. But all of a sudden now, it looks like those guys that just came into the party now, they are trying to push us aside. Then they are now trying to dominate
It's
the
another
host of
takeover.
Let me help him with this answer.
It's
Let me help
another
him with this
takeover.
brief answer.
It's another takeover.
Chairman, bros, the
Yes,
name,
sir.
could I have the name?
Adeniyi Oluwaseun
Okay,
Labour
Adeni.
Party governorship aspirants and
Okay,
candidates during this year.
Adeni, since you didn't enjoy the class when I was teaching, let me tell you something. How many votes can you pull? You.
Yeah.
So I get at
Eh,
least I
no long
was
answer.
okay.
A simple answer. Give me a number. How many
Okay,
votes can you bring to ADC?
I'm sure of 200 votes. That's for the polling
Wait,
in my
wait,
polling
wait,
unit.
wait, wait, wait. 200. Okay, let's say you own your polling unit. And they win a presidential election with 200 votes.
No, I still have
Okay,
influence in.
wait first. Small. And they win a house of rep. And they win a house of rep with that vote.
No,
Let me explain what political currency is. It's very simple.
It's your
If I come
voters.
to ADC now, you've been in ADC since January. If I come to ADC, it's red carpet. They are going to line for me to come to ADC. Do you know why? I'm packing 11,270 votes from Abuja. I'm not moving without anything. And that was then. We're not talking of now. If I start talking, I'm packing that amount of votes. Okay? Politics is simple. It's what variables can you alter? It's either you are packing votes in a
Oh,
party or
or
you have
polling unit,
money.
or you have
Or
money.
you have money.
You
It's
have
one
money.
of
You have
them.
to have
If not, apart,
currency.
if you like, they're there 9 years. I know people that have been in ADC for 9 years. They've unseated them. You are just talking from January. You never begin. I have people that for 9 years. In short, their present Lagos State Chairman, George Ashiru, who is a very good friend, I was the one that convinced him to join ADC. And the reason he exists is because of the family he's from. He's an Ashiru. That's why he was not
Yeah.
removed in this coalition. If not, they would have removed George Ashiru. Honorable, you've met him now, one of the earlier
Yeah.
electoral college. George Ashiru is their Lagos State chairman. And it's because of the family he's from that he's not moved. So learn this. Nobody cares about how long you've been in a party or anything. Let me ask you a question. In your village, Oluwaseyi, when they are calling people to come and say we need a new hall so that people can be having town hall meetings, the first people they will consult are the people that have money. You on the ground, the only reason they will tell you is just for purpose of crowd being there. You're not important. Same in your family. It's the people that can donate to wedding. They'll first tell, there's wedding in January, there's wedding in December. After that, the rest will hear like the general public. True or false?
true, sir.
So why should it be any different in politics?
So, Mr. Dasho, I'll
Yes,
tell
sir.
you to take this as a challenge.
So
Okay,
take
sir.
it
You
as a
can build
challenge. I'm all
to build
yabbing
your
you. I'm just
influence.
telling you
No,
the
it's
truth.
a challenge. It's a challenge. It's not an insult, but he's just told you the hard truth. So what do you do from now? You are going to work in your community because one polling unit cannot win an election. You have to start building your influence. I'm not going to tell you to go and build money and dash your political party. No. If you can't find, but more importantly, you should be able to build your influence. That's your strategy. That's your selling point, and that's your branding. So if you want to really be taken seriously in your party, like say you just joined in January, start building your influence in your community. And it shouldn't just be party based. Like me, I can like you said, oh, if I come to ADC now and say I want to contest for House of Rep or what do you call it, assembly member, whoever has been there since, they will chase the person out for me because they know I have
Bad
a
story.
non-party based
Because not
support
party-based
system.
support system.
I have a non-party, as if you go to the general public, you go, Rekia has built her name in the general public. I had people calling radio stations, people I don't know, to fight for me. They were insulting people that came. They said, go and give the mandate back to Rekia. Somebody called into the radio station. I didn't bribe anybody. I didn't even tell anybody that there was going to be such and such. Somebody said he doesn't live in Onigbongbo. He lives in Yaba. He has heard a lot that Onigbongbo people, that if it's cutlass, you carry, go and carry cutlass. If it's bottle, go and break bottle. Go and cause mayhem. You're saying it in Yoruba. Don't allow them to remove that woman. That is influential currency. Today, if there is a rampage and riot that they say is political rampage and riots, if it happens in Onigbongbo, it doesn't matter where I am in the world. They say it's Rekia that sent them. Start building your influence. There was something I used to do when I was vice chairman. I used to go around and share bread during Ramadan. I'll share bread, milk, tea, all those things. I'll go and give the vulcanizers and co. Those are little things you can do. You, as a man, you're even very lucky. You can walk into all these places, bars, all these local spots in your area. Go once, make it regular. Buy drink for everybody. Start to make friends. Start to build your influence. So when you get somewhere, before they are put hey, you understand? That's a
Yes, ma.
policy.
Yes, ma.
So that's what you should start working towards now.
Thank you so much, ma.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate, and this is actually an eyes opening, and I think I'm also going to work more on this. But another thing is that there are people that they are in a let's say for instance now, it is a coalition now. They are in APC, and they've not even resigned from the party. But at
That's
the
not,
end of the day,
you
no,
know that INEC, nobody can regulate a party's regulation. What does your party rule book say? We
it
can't
says
come and
that you
tell you
have
people how to rule your party.
Wait, let me tell you something. Oluwaseyi, let me tell you something.
Yes,
And I
sir.
hope you get this very simply.
Okay, sir.
Till the primaries are done in 2026, nobody is in any party. Because the primaries will dictate who has business where. This is key, and this is not only Nigeria, it's what's done in the world. Till primaries is done, because if I put leg inside APC and I put leg inside PDP, if I see that ADC has the potential to give me tickets, I'll reject my PDP membership. That's the truth.
Wait.
And that's how everybody operates. Let me tell you, okay, let me ask you a question. You think that while Peter Obi in 2023 was busy making noise in PDP, I'm going to be presidential candidate. He had not already planted Labour Party. Guy, did you listen to this class at all when I say strategy is critical?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because if you lose out in one primaries, you've lost out. It's another 4 years.
Another 4 years,
So
yes,
you
no.
always have
And
to
you
plan.
cannot guide
So,
your party in
so
how
you
they will
cannot force
conduct
your
their
party.
party.
Something
It's
can
your
happen.
party that will
Somebody
know
else
how
can come
to
in.
run its party
So,
affairs.
so everybody, don't believe any party anybody is in till the primaries finish. That's when you
Yes.
know who is in which party. Till
Maybe we
then,
were saying Adeleke was in
so,
PDP
PDP,
until where is
he,
it? AD.
he didn't even go to APC. He's in
Yes,
AD.
AD.
No, it's in accord.
Accord.
Yes,
Accord
now
now.
Accord. AD. Accord.
Accord is in Accord. Who would have thought? Because ADC looks like the most probable place he would have gone, but he went to
Gone
Accord.
to. Went to Accord.
Because this guy is waiting for him. Is it Omisore that is in
No,
ADC?
let me tell
Not
you,
Omisore. What's the other one?
Aregbesola.
Aregbesola is waiting for him.
Aregbe.
And
That's why I didn't go
nobody.
to ADC.
And let's look at it. Atiku knows Aregbesola is more important to him than you have to think as
Then,
Atiku. So let me help you.
yes, now.
Atiku will say Aregbesola can give me more votes in Southwest than Adeleke can never give me. He will not
Yes, now.
back.
I
He will
agree
not
that
back an Adeleke.
Aregbe has split Alimosho into two.
Uh-huh. So forget it. It's you need to look at the big picture. Stop looking. You are
Like they say,
looking too
there's one
small.
word they use in politics a lot. You have to look at the permutations.
Permutations. That's the
that's
language. You
that's
have
the
to look
language. You have
at
to look
the.
at the
You have to because
permutations.
you are thinking just for yourself. No, you need to start thinking as Atiku is thinking because he's the big boy in ADC. You need to start thinking as Bolaji Yusuf is thinking because that's when you
Bolaji
see the big
Abdullahi.
picture. No, sorry, I said Bolaji Yusuf. Bolaji Abdullahi. You need to start thinking. Hey, if he hears that now, he'll be sad. Bolaji Abdullahi. You need to start thinking how he's thinking. Do you understand? Because if
Yes,
you're
sir.
not thinking that way and you're thinking for yourself, number one, that's even a big mistake in politics. Never think of yourself first. How? You're thinking of yourself, but you have to make sure the trick every politician does or plays is that everybody's interests are so aligned that you become a natural choice. That's what happens. You are never anybody's choice, but you need to understand the way interests are aligning that you become the choice. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Victoria, I'll ask you to unmute and ask your question.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Today's teaching is more like a real life conversation, and I really thank you for like saving the last to really talk to us like friends. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I'm happy that today is the last class, but there's something I did not really get in full when we are rounding up this class now, is that I didn't really get the way of when I err in the electoral college, how can I appeal? I'm directing it to ED, that when I err, how can I appeal in the
Let me
electoral?
help you. Let me help you. This is my answer to it always. Victoria, right?
Yes,
This is my
sir.
answer to this always. We are here to teach you democracy, but being in school is not a democracy. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand that? Do you
Yes, sir.
understand what I just said? Why
Yes, sir.
should you appeal? Did we give you the rules before time? Did we? I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes, sir.
Yes. Ignorance of the law, Ricky, will tell you, ignorance of the law does not spare you. So if in a situation you made an error and it is there in the rule book, forget an appeal. An appeal will not work. We are thorough, we are diligent with our work, and we know what we are doing. Like I said, this is a school of democracy, but being in the school is not a democracy. Anybody that doesn't like it should go and start the electoral college. Eh? Their own. Sometimes I can be harsh, yes, I know. Victoria, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What did you want to appeal on? Are you sure you
Um,
won't tell me?
yes, sir. I believe last time I introduced myself that I'm from the north. I got married to a Yoruba person. And working with the Labour Party chairman, a Yoruba, both of us are students of UI. So he interpreted the flyer we did for the program you gave us. So we couldn't print the Yoruba at the back of the flyer. So our plans was that after the graduation, we're going to print it behind. So we'll still go into the community to continue our awareness program. So what
That has
happened
nothing to do with
yesterday?
you.
So I don't really know how I will continue with so I will just feel that probably if there was a way maybe of advocacy as they taught us last time, the primary, the secondary, how we go about it. So I thought maybe there
I
is
don't
no.
understand what you're saying because you're not being clear.
I said
Labour
that,
Party chairman, where is
yes,
the appeal? I'm looking for the appeal with what you're saying right now. I'm not seeing it.
I said that I was looking for the right method if there is a procedure on how to go about it because of the project we had that after the college we are still going to continue.
What are you appealing on, Victoria? That's the question.
That if he could be given a second chance, that Mercy with that at least Mercy should speak for justice.
Mercy should speak. There's no mercy in justice.
They want to
Okay.
use to temper justice with mercy.
There's no mercy in justice. That's why I corrected your language. First and foremost, Victoria, do you know
Yes,
his
sir.
offense? What was his offense?
With what with what I saw.
Not with what you saw. What was
Okay,
his
sir.
offense?
Sir, I wasn't with the conversation. I just came to the group. I saw
So
this
you want to
challenge.
appeal for
No,
something you
you're
don't know
advocate,
about.
you're a lawyer,
Yeah,
anti-lawyer, anti-lawyer.
Let me tell you
I'm
what
not.
he did.
Okay,
No,
sir.
I'll tell you what he did, and
Yes,
I'll
sir.
be nice enough to say. He told the electoral college that, we have the rule that when candidates do not raise up their hands in a Zoom, in a debate, they will be
Yes.
disqualified from that election.
Yes,
He
sir.
said, he said that she raised up her hand and an electoral college admin put the person's hand down.
No, that is, how can that be possible?
Beautiful. And my own job as ED is to protect the integrity of this college and the integrity of its BOT. I had no other option. He left me with no other option because I do not take allegations as a joke. Let me tell you one of the things you learn in this college. Apart from love for country and other things we get to learn, we also learn character. Good leaders can't be built without character.
Yes, sir.
You cannot bring your Sowore VDM behavior to my front. I will squash you. VDM, and they don't bond them to try stand in front of me. So don't bring that behavior near me. I will not have zero tolerance. I told you, we've taught you as a leader, you need to be decisive. That decision was not taken by me. I can tell you that it was in a meeting. Decision was taken by me. It was in a meeting, and they didn't even want me to hear about it.
Okay.
Lisa is here now. Lisa, are you not here?
Yes, you do.
Did you want me to hear? I'm not
No.
saying this behind, because you knew that if I heard, what will happen?
He'll be expelled.
Our rules are clear. We're not saying you can't challenge us, but to lie against us, no. It's another level. It's my job to protect my team as a leader. Maybe you do not understand that, Victoria, but as you protect your friend, I too protect my friends, my team, and the people I work with. That's my job as an ED and the integrity of the college. So I don't care whether you want to print anything in French behind a poster. It's gone, is gone. The truth is, I'm even considering banishing him from the college entirely. But I'm saying, like Lisa has said, if he comes from another cohort, we'll let it go. But I will expel him for such actions.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So as your appeal has now been heard, it has been thrown out.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thumbs up to Victoria for the courage.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
still
I'm
need
even
more
surprised.
women
But
in
yes,
politics.
she has the courage. Most the guys are afraid to ask me this question.
Yes.
ED, we expel you, join. So great work. Do we have any more questions?
I think your namesake's hand is up. Oh. Let me ask him to unmute.
Okay, thank you so much, ED. Thank you, our moderator, Honorable Rekia. Good to meet you. My question is bordering on how do you insulate your family, right? Do you carry them abroad because you are contesting and you think you're not strong or something? What are the ways? What are the ways to insulate, yes, the family so that they don't get the bashing from your
Let Honorable Ricky come from her angle. I'll come from mine. You want to go
awesome.
first, Honorable?
Okay, for me, I started insisting that my husband went out with a driver and mopo anywhere he was going to, and if he was going out because he's an oble, he likes Nigeria, Lagos lifestyle. When he's going out late, he should wait till morning. He should find where to sleep overnight. He shouldn't come back late, and then he takes 2 mopo with him and the escort car then. So yeah, security, don't go, you can't just go to anyhow places. You can't go to anyhow places at just any time. Always make sure that there's a driver and a security personnel with you. You cannot be rolling around by yourself. You cannot jump into Ubers again. You just have to make lifestyle changes, you know. And if it's necessary, to go to the abroad, well, you do that. There was one election, even I didn't go home again. I'd been given a threat that they would kidnap me. So I left my house. I took a hotel nearby my campaign office. By 6 p.m., I was in the room. In fact, very rarely would you see me at the campaign office after 5 o'clock. And the hotel I was staying at was 3 minutes drive from the camp. So that's why I was just the only time I went out late, I had mad security with me. I mean, for someone to have openly said that we're going to kidnap your aspirants. I mean, then I had a pistol carrying plainclothes lady around me. So you have to take some steps. Over to you, Edie.
Okay, so for me, it was always a okay. So there are stages of it. Um, Lifestyle changes, of course. She stopped going out the way she used to go out. She could just stroll and just go see somebody, and that ends. Then when the attempts on me became a little more frequent, sent them out of town. And she had to become quite cautious in, Facebook engagements, online engagements. Do you understand? Just trying. She normally freely just talks, but you can't just air your opinion because any opinion coming from her is perceived as coming from me. And sometimes it could actually be innocent, but it could be turned around. That happened. There was no picture of my son anywhere till today. You can't see a picture of my son in the school uniform. It doesn't happen. Do you understand? Because of who his father is. Um, I basically don't show my face at as much as I'm involved in. I come for open days. I don't show my face at PTA meetings. Somebody will recognize me. It's quite a lot. It's a whole lot of things. Do you understand? It's a whole lot of things. It's the cost you pay for wanting to serve people in this part of the world. I also like. I'll tell you something. Apart from insulating your family, let me also go on to insulating yourself. If I'm having a drink and I have drinks with my friends, if I stand up to go and pee and I come back, I'm not touching that drink again. If I'm eating the same, if I'm drinking water the same, I'm not touching that bottle. That it's all the same, and you have to switch that across. You understand?
I used to
But,
laugh.
but honorable, you know this thing now. It's not a lie. What I'm saying is not
But
a
I
lie.
remembered when I was vice chairman, there were just everybody that wanted to fight me. My chairman and I, we didn't really get along because they thought I was a threat. And they're always trying to poison this poor lady. So I'd go for workshop conferences. I'll start playing musical chairs with the
Mm.
bottles of water on the table. So
What
I'll
are
take the
they
one in
doing?
front of me, go and exchange it with somebody else's own
Nurses
five
on.
tables away. Then I'm not done. No, I'll exchange that bottle maybe about 6 times. So I'll swap here, make like 6 swaps before I feel satisfied that I've gotten a poison-free bottle of water.
It sounds funny now. It sounds funny when we are telling you, but trust
Hmm.
me, not doing it could cost you your
Not
life.
could cost your life. Yeah, somebody bought me a box of Ferrero Rocher, and I love Ferrero. When I saw
Guys,
that the
yeah.
outside nylon, the packaging,
I
the
was
symbol that
looking
had been,
odd.
I gave it out. So many things I'll give. But once I just see that this thing looks like it can be sellotaped back, or it's not tamper proof. It's going. I'm
Let
giving it
me
out.
let me let me let me go as far as people won't go. And this happens, and this is for the guys. Ricky, you are not here. If you're running for office and you have a side chick, you must insulate her too.
I will break
And
up with her.
I'm being out. No, you can't break up with her. You need your side chick. Your side chick pays more attention to
Find
you than your wife during an election. So,
another side chick
yes,
after the election.
Ricky, you're making this thing sound real. I'm trying to teach these people.
Delilah
So,
was a side chick. Don't you see what Delilah
yes,
did to
now.
Samson? No side
Ooh.
chick.
No, man, look, sometimes side chick is there more than the real chick. So, yeah, and I've seen it from my friends that are running for office. So, here's the conversation. Even your side chick must be insulated. I had this friend, he was running for office. Anytime he was entering a club, his side chick was one that used to make sure, talk to the club manager that they'll shut down the cameras in the club while we're in the club. We're all running for office. We're young. We're like not yet 14. And when we're entering the club, they'll shut down all the cameras. Do you understand? That was the MO. She was the organizer. Anywhere we're going, she goes advanced team. She controls everything, sets everything. Do you understand? Sometimes even like Ricky has said, we won't be sleeping at home. She's the one that gets, she knows, she's the only one that knows the hotel we're going to sleep in. We don't know. And that was my friend's side chick. She did that for us because we're like 6 young guys running. I cannot mention his name. 6 young guys running, and we're always together. And we're running in different states, but whenever we're in Abuja, because we all live in Abuja, we're always together. And we roll together because we knew we had the same problem. So we had to be rolling together, eating together, doing stuff together. And I know why I'm telling you guys this. It might sound like you say it is promoting side chicks. No, I'm just being real. It's the reality of what exists. So thank you very much. Come, we've kept you guys in class till what time? This is 7:15.
7:15.
There you go. What is it? What XIX? See the boy is saying that they didn't hear what I said. Okay, don't hear what I said. Because I said side chick. Everybody's pretending like they are good. No problem. I just dropped it there. I didn't need you need a side chick. Have money. Side chicks want to do
And actually,
BBL.
it's going to build his influence.
Side chicks want BBL in Monaco. If you don't have Monaco money, and Monaco money is not going to America money or Dubai money. So they want to do BBL
It's
in
going to
Monaco.
surprise us.
They want to do BBL. They want to wear a Swarovski bracelet that sets you back probably $2,500. Let's not talk about that. But anyway, for those that are saying they need
Actually,
side
it's
chick,
focused.
it's not ED that is your that's your mentor in this matter. I can introduce you to the person that was. Somebody say justice for housewives. It's not our fault, too. It's not our fault. It's what comes with politics. So you guys, thank you very much. Rikia, this is so great, honorable. Who would believe 19th
Yeah, it's
cohort, last class? 19 times we have done this. 19 times.
always a
19
pleasure.
times. Who is this?
Always a pleasure.
Ochuko, you said what protection exists for political mobilizers who take real risks? Oh, politicians, you take risks more than a politician. The day you run for office, this statement, you throw it inside the bush.
What does it
You're
mean by
not
real
taking,
risk? No, I
which
don't.
risk
Can
are you
you please
taking?
qualify what a real risk is?
Is it not my money that is ensuring you can take risk? These people talking. I love, honorable, I think we can close the class with this. I love the way people think of people that run for office before they've actually run for office themselves. When you run, don't worry, you join us, then you understand
Because wait,
Nigerians. For
before
now, you don't know anything.
before you close the class, what is the real risk? What is the risk
I
that
don't know which risk. You say you're campaigning for me, you're taking real risk. Me,
I want the risk? For you, yeah,
there's nothing
both
we will
boys.
not hear. There's nothing we will not hear. Eh? Honorable Rekia, they are hitting on you. Wait. Rekia's surname is not Olukunle. It's my name is Adekunle, not if you have mixed our names together. Honorable Rekia Hassan Olukunle, you are seriously beautiful.
Hey, thank
I'll
you
give
very
you.
much. Thank you. I'm blushing. Thank you.
um, you are looking at Rekia. If you don't have house in Banana Island, you can't even talk to her.
Please, what's that? Oh,
Why are
what's
you
that?
people writing Rekia Olukunle? Where do you hear Olukunle is her name from? Her name is Rekia Hassan. Where do you see
Olufunke.
Olukunle?
I think that's what.
But they're writing Olukunle. Me, I'm even Adekunle. I don't understand what they're writing. Anyway, you guys, it's great to have done this 19 times. I look forward to your graduation tomorrow. And I first like to thank Lisa. If not for Lisa, nothing would be possible.
Oh yes.
Lisa, you're a darling. I know I upset you multiple times, but that's my job. That's why I'm your boss. You're not supposed to be happy with me. Chalia too. Chalia, you're a darling. Tolu, manager of courts. The other people that are not here, Jessica, who has probably gone to feed her kids or something, Peace Dukas, Tolu, manager of cohorts, Naomi, Karim, the entire electoral college crew that works on the management team and those who also, we're very grateful. For those who we've expelled, I'll do it again if given the chance. For those whose parties were disbanded, I'll do it again if given the chance. I look forward to a clean graduation tomorrow. God bless everyone. Thank you, everyone. It's been a great time. And to Honorable Olufunke Kia Hassan, my dear friend and my leader. Next time, we are going to do this class with your video. You are going to do this class with your video off. These Hausa boys cannot stop looking at you. So, thank you, everyone. And I look forward to everyone. People are accusing me that I hid my part of me till today. Yeah, earlier, before today, I was a facilitator and I was teaching you guys. And I had to develop that teacher-student relationship. But as of from tomorrow, we're friends. So it's fine. I don't back to my normal self. Happens every cohort, don't worry. So you guys take care. I know you guys don't want to now, you want to attend class. We are begging you to go. Please go. Honorable Rika, how far now? What did happen this evening? You sure say I don't go show your side. You say you have homemade jam now. You have cake.
Jamu, I'm going to make another batch.
When? Okay, let's not so that they won't hear. We'll sit down in camera.
In camera, yes. So I'll make next week. I need jars. So I want to give out for Christmas.
Me, you won't give me for Christmas.
I'll give you now. Let me get the mason jars. I'll give you. I want to make for Christmas. Since I can't bake, I